Hi guys, my name is Melody and thanks for stopping by. And in today's video, I just want to chat about life in general and the reason why I didn't post last week, as well as what happened to me. I had a severe attack health-wise last week, which prevented me from actually sitting down to film any videos. This was actually due to something that I need to share with my husband and my family, and it caused me to sort of panic and get into a place where I wasn't very well, as well as caused me problems with my gallbladder again. If you've been watching my channel, you do know that I have gallbladder disease and am waiting for a surgery that hopefully will come eventually sooner than later. So this is a real sit down chat for me because this is a very important video that I'm making. It's something that I had thought about for telling my husband for many years. We have been married for over 16 years now. It's something that I've kept to myself for pretty much most of my life, except for experiences that have happened previously, which I've not told my friends, my family, or anybody else that knows me, and I've pretty much kept a secret from them. So last Sunday, I decided to finally tell my husband that I am bisexual and that I have known since I was basically 11 or 12 when I came into puberty, that I liked both boys and girls, and that I had crushes and I had romantic feelings for both sexes at the time, as well as experiences in university before I got married to my now husband. The ex-husband is a different story, and that is not to be gone with, and we're not going down that route. The reason why I've never told anybody, because one, I grew up in a very strict religious Southern Baptist family, whose values basically said that being homosexual is a sin, and that it can't happen, it's not biologically possible, you can't be in love with like the opposite sex and things like that, and it's very shameful. And when you grow up in a place like that, then you actually just feel like you're unwanted and you're different and you're excluded. In some respects, I think that it also came with being sort of an outcast and having bipolar as well. I don't know how this actually affected my bipolar, because I've never even told my psychiatrist or anything like that in confidence, because I felt it was something I needed to keep to myself. Over the years, once I went to university as well, there was some experience there, but I didn't even tell my friends or anybody in university about that side of myself, because I was not embarrassed. Well, I mean, I guess you would say embarrassed, but it becomes a bit where you have like gay and lesbian friends, and that some would actually say that there is no such thing as bi. You're either lesbian or gay, you're just not all the way out yet, or if you're bisexual, you're greedy, sort of thing. And that's not how I feel. I feel like you can love who you love, and that is acceptable as long as you love someone. Then that is the point of things as well. And then it comes to a point where it just gets longer and longer, and you get like sort of trapped in the situation in your head, and you need to share it, but it becomes like a secret that you just never share, sort of thing, until it gets bottled up so much that it's just an ingrained sort of personality trait that you wouldn't talk to people in regards to this. So I finally did tell my husband, and he's absolutely fine with it. The other thing I think about is that I always thought in my head that I had no place in the LGBT community, even though there is a B in it, and that's supposed to be for bi, but because I am now married to a straight male and I have a hetero presenting relationship, then it's not like acceptable as such, because I don't have the same issues as they do and the same struggles that they have in marriage equality and things like that, even though I do stand up for that and I have always been very supportive of that. But I always thought that that was just something that I don't seem to be able to relate to, because I've not experienced those things as such, because I have been very private and closeted in regards to this. Now, the reason why I am actually sharing this is I have already told my sister. I've not told my mother because I'm too afraid to tell my mother, to be honest. I don't know if she'll watch this video. However, I'm still too afraid to tell my mother because she is still very religious, and I don't know how she would take it. So at this point, I'd rather this be something that I can have and I can share with you guys and have a chat here, because I don't think she watches my videos. But the reason why I was actually very ill is not just because the anxiety I had in regards to telling my husband, who is absolutely fine and perfect and brilliant, because we are in a monogamous relationship, and I am one of those, I am very mind orientated, and it's not like it's going to change anything, because it won't change anything. It's just something that I need to share to get out of my head, to help with my mental health, because I don't want my mental health to deteriorate so much that I constantly think that I am not sharing my whole person with my significant other, sort of thing. So anyway, besides that comes to that bit. So because I was so anxious on that Sunday that I actually told him that, this is where it comes to my physical health. You get panic attacks and things like that when you actually share a secret that has been building up with you for quite a while. And because of this, and because of the long talk we had, and the support sort of situation, I felt like instead of actual food, we should have a takeaway. So I ate really high fat foods that day, which sent me into an absolute spiral. So I thought it was okay. I got through Monday night without being in pain, and then on Tuesday the gallbladder attack started again, and it was significantly worse than it's ever been. This gallbladder attack lasted 5 days, letting up in between eating toast. So for 5 days I was on the toast diet, and I couldn't eat, and I was in so much pain I couldn't walk. And everything I ate I wanted to bring back up again, and it's excruciating. And don't tell me that your body doesn't have to do with your mental health, because your body does have to do with your mental health as well. It's a very significantly important part to have good mind-body awareness, sort of thing. So that was on Sunday, and I'm actually glad I told him that, because I feel a lot happier now and better to have this off my chest, so that it's not something that I'm hiding anymore. It's not a secret that I'd have to keep to myself, and that we're able to move on in our relationship, and to keep it a healthy, happy, open relationship, but not open like that, because I am very, very much a jealous person, and it ain't gonna happen. But to keep ourselves moving in a positive sphere, so that we can build the life that we always wanted. And like I said, we're 16.5 years married. I have kept the secret quite a long time. I've also had very, very extremely bad mental health episodes over the years, as well, through keeping different aspects of my life to myself. I will, like I said, I'm not going to share too many personal stories because I'm not to that point where I can tell you everything. However, this is one thing I would like to share because I would like to say that I am very supportive still of the movement, and I hope that this means that that a part of me can go out there to anybody who else has experienced this. I am a 39-year-old woman who has never actually told people about their true self in all their life because they were too afraid, and I hope that others can be able to do that. I did actually talk to my sister about it the other day, and she used to be entirely a conservative Christian, and she has gone more to the left than I had actually realized, and she is absolutely fine with it. So that's a positive on myself and things like that. So I want to actually help and work in the spirit and help other people and children and things like that. Children as in like young adults, sort of like know that if you're like me or anything like that, don't keep it in. If you have mental health problems and you're keeping in a secret, then that can actually cause more heartache than you realize. Because I've been keeping this to myself, then that's something that has caused me probably a lot more pain than I should have had, and a lot more worry and anxiety and panic than I actually should have had. Because I've always wondered, what if I had actually said it earlier and like told him earlier, maybe then, or told everyone earlier, then maybe I would have been happier, and maybe I wouldn't have had those times where my depression had gotten so low because I had experienced selflessness and complete lack of self-worth, because I didn't know how to say it to people and how to perceive myself, because I was always told by various people that either can't happen or is wrong. That's what I would like to say, is like, get it out to somebody, even if it's like just one person. If you can tell one person, then that would make you oodles. Let's say oodles, that's a horrible way to it made me feel a whole lot better in myself, and I hope that actually helps with my confidence as a person and being like, I am this. That I don't have to like tell absolutely everybody I meet or anything like that, but it makes me more like I'm not holding a secret. If they ask, I will tell them. If not, then that's fine. It's very freeing to know that you're able to like be able to give your whole self, and you're not holding back anything, sort of thing. And I always feel like in a relationship you need to do that, and I've told people that, and yet I didn't do it myself, and I feel like a bit of a hypocrite now, but a hypocrite and a bit of an idiot, because I didn't know how he would take it, if he maybe stomped off or gone away. But no, he's been there. My husband has been there with me through thick and thin, and I love him. And if he was a different sex, it would be the same way. I just wanted somebody that I could share a life with, and that I could love, and that we could have a family together in so much ways. So in that case, I'm a very lucky person, and I just want to say that. And sometimes I think I don't deserve my husband because he's too good for me, and that's something I will actually say. But yeah, so that's that part. I'm gonna move on a bit now, because that's all I have to say about that, and I probably won't mention it. Most likely won't mention it in any other videos, except for the fact that I do have a lot of rainbow stuff, and I've always had a lot of rainbow stuff, and that's just me. Anyway, so the next thing is, again, health-wise, not been exercising because of what happened last week with my gallbladder. I had that point where I just wanted to die, sort of situation again. Having gallbladder attacks is like, it's worse than childbirth, and it is the worst thing that you can ever experience, because it goes on for many hours and many days, and it doesn't go away. And today I am, I think, 2 days without an attack or any really bad pain. I did do my Pilates on Tuesday. I experienced a bit of swelling on Wednesday. So yeah, so it's about 2 days without a lot of pain. There is a little residual pain, like I've said before. I've called the hospital. I left a message and they haven't got back in touch with me yet. I might try again on Tuesday, because I've got an appointment on Monday. So for something else that I will discuss later, after the appointment is done. And so I've got to do that. But also, because I'm a hippy dippy person, I just like to say that I got this bracelet this week as well from there's a lady who grooms my dogs, and she's also a crystal healer, and she makes bracelets to infuse with positive energy and to help with mental health and recovery and body vibrations and things like that. And yes, I do believe in science, but I also believe in holistic medicine as well. I also got the dog's charms, and they have been night and day since they've had them on. They have been so much calmer and docile and not as jumpy and fidgety, and it's just magic. So I would suggest, like, even if you believe in standard Western medicine, to try other avenues as well. Don't just put your faith all in one thing, because it's not gonna be the end product. You need to have like multiple avenues to kind of like navigate to actually fix problems, such as like if you're like having depression and things like that. Even though like something like holistic medicine can help you deal with that, you still may need to go see a psychiatrist. You can use the two not interchangeably. You can use the two at the same time, and they're not mutually independent of the other. So natural science and actual science can be interchanged. So that's what I do. So I've got crystals now, and I've worn them to bed the other night, and I had the best sleep of my entire life, or at least my life in the last 4 years, maybe 4 years. Yeah, I had a really excellent sleep, and the dogs have been so much more calm, and it's just really weird. But anyway, so maybe it is working. I think it is. And even if it's a placebo, I don't know how it's a placebo in the dogs, because they have no idea what they are. But even if it's a placebo for me, then I am absolutely fine with that, to be honest. Okay, so that's that. What else do I have to discuss today? Oh yeah, I got my hair dyed, and it's purple, my favoriteest of all colors. It's not completely like all the same shade, because like the red was still a bit orange underneath, so it come out multiple shades of purple, and some are more orangey than that. But I think I'll be having my hair purple for the next year. So I got a haircut. I left the house. Applaud me for leaving the house. It was a bit of a struggle the first bit, because I haven't been in the town since my birthday in March. So that's like a long time ago. March, April, May, June, July. 5 months since I've actually like seen people other than the doctors and nurses at the hospital in Crocody. So it's been 5 months since I actually even went outside properly. I mean, like, I've gone outside on walks. If you follow my Instagram, you'll know that I've gone out on a few walks, but I don't see people and I don't talk to them. It was the first time I've worn a mask as well. and I had to wear it for 3 hours to get my hair done, because obviously once you haven't had your hair done in 5 months, then it gets all manky and it's got to go. It is very expensive to like redo, especially when you don't have a job anymore. But anyway, that's besides the point. Needs must. I haven't actually spent the money, so I can put it on my hair. Yeah, so I put the mask on and I got out of the car, and for the first like 5 minutes I thought I was gonna panic. I was actually in the midst of panic attack, but like after the initial 5 minutes it was all right. It's 3 hours in the hairdresser, which wasn't too bad for me. It'll be less next time, so, but it was me out of the house. And I went to Costa Coffee and I got a coffee. I was so well impressed with myself. I went in and I talked to people. I haven't done that in ages. I got me a coffee cup as well, but it was a free coffee, which was good because they Costa give you like vouchers. It was like a vegan caramel latte, iced caramel latte, which was lovely. And it's the first, it's very enjoyable anyway. And so is there anything else I have to talk about? Oh, I don't think there is, but the very big important thing at the beginning, I think that's pretty much covered it. Like I said, that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about on the subject, unless I'm talking about anything in regards to political or social movements or anything like that, that I need that needs to be made aware, and with awareness and things like that going on. Which is normal. But yeah, I hope this video sees you all well, and that if you want to, you can share it if you like. If you like it, leave a thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment down below, please do. Subscribe. I appreciate everybody who stays with me. Yeah, and thank you for listening to me give you a little piece of my heart in regards to how I'm actually working about gaining my mental health and growing myself as a person and trying to live my best authentic life. Like I said, there's some things that I will keep private. That's just between me, my husband, and my family. But there are some things that I will share, and I believe that it's something that maybe other people are struggling with as well. And if you are struggling with things the same as me, and if you have things like bipolar, depression, like OCD, anxiety, and things like that, I hope that you're on the path to becoming better as well, and that you're having a great day, and every day is a step forward, and every day that we're alive, our story doesn't end, and we can continue because our story doesn't end here. And thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, stay positive. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.